What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse, alongside my partner. Quad, why the hell why are you sitting like that? It doesn't even look... You look like you're handcuffed or something.
No, I'm free, bitch.
Oh, you're not handcuffed.
I'm not handcuffed. Right. See?
I mean, you need to stop. You need to stop with this. We need to speed this shit up.
We need a speedy show today.
We need to speed this shit up and get this fucking going here. No one out there got that except for one person. One person. Hopefully he got it. Hopefully he watches his show. If he doesn't watch his own show, then come on, bro. Shit. Good lord. He knows what we're talking about.
Keep your head out of your ass and you won't have that problem. On
this edition of the Pro Wrestling Pulse, going to give you guys a Pulse Topix show. I just can imagine him laughing his ass off right now. I just know he's laughing his ass off right now. This is Pro Wrestling Pulse, going to give you guys a Pulse Topix show. Been a little bit since, been about a minute, cup of coffee since we've done one of these. We have one gigantic topic that we're thinking about splitting into two, but we're just going to kind of shove it all into one.
It's gonna be a tight one. We just lube the son of a bitch up and we're just gonna drive it through.
Straight up tight butthole. Hashtag workaholics. First topic up, we're gonna be talking about The Rock. As WWE Champion, you probably didn't think we'd be talking about The Rock anymore. We were actually kind of struggling to find something else to talk about. We're throwing The Rock in here as our first topic. Obviously, The Rock defeating CM Punk, the longest reigning WWE Champion in over 25 years. At the Royal Rumble a couple weeks ago, and becoming WWE Champion. Obviously, it looks like this setup to going into WrestleMania and facing yet again, twice in a lifetime. We'll probably say it like 9 million times leading up to WrestleMania 29 this year. Looking like he's going to be going up yet again against John Cena, obviously the winner of the Royal Rumble. And you know, we have the setup with Rock and Punk yet again at Elimination Chamber. Not putting The Rock into an Elimination Chamber match, having an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view with one chamber matchup. We'll get into that once we get to our Elimination Chamber preview coming up next week, I believe. It's just asinine to me. Stop it with the fucking gimmick pay-per-views, and then it's just... Yeah, we could probably get into that another time, but... obviously setting up another one-on-one matchup here. Hopefully it's better than what we got at the Royal Rumble, which is kind of just spoke to what that Royal Rumble was, just fucking blah. And really speaking to what this, title run is really going as, and it just seems like they're using The Rock like he's just this like granite like piece of glass, and we have to just hopefully get him to WrestleMania. We can't put him in an Elimination Chamber match because he's The Rock. He can't be in an Elimination Chamber match because CM Punk was in every grueling possible match you could possibly think of as, in my eyes, still the WWE Champion because he's the best in that company and deserves to have that championship, as it says. And there's people out there that says, well, CM Punk really had nothing else to prove as WWE Champion. Well, he has the fact of holding on to what is, says that you're the best professional wrestler in the world, which is holding on to the WWE Championship, and that's what he's been saying on and on since he's dropped the title. He may not have the strap or the belt that The Rock has, but he still has the distinction of being the best professional wrestler on this planet, which he is. Obviously, and just protecting The Rock to get to that matchup and setting up all these matches with these old stars that we continuously have to see. And there's talk of something we'll have in the last topic of what they'll be going on to the future and going into the summer with what could be possibly going on SummerSlam, which continues the trend of old stars facing off against each other in these classic battles that I could give a shit about. But The Rock is WWE Champion, obviously. It's a great move for WWE as far as the company goes. It's got word going on everywhere, all the news programs, the sports centers, the E's, the fucking websites, the gay-ass blogs that no one gives a shit about, all that kind of stuff. It's talked about everywhere, as you can kind of predict. The movie star that's come back to, his home that he's, been to after 10 years and coming back and winning the WWE Championship from... which was one of the best and most important and most prestigious WWE title runs in history, which was CM Punk's. And it's just it's really unfortunate that run has to end in that way. Because I literally think CM Punk he's not a fan of dropping the title this way. I have a feeling that CM Punk is not into this whole idea. If he would drop the title to Daniel Bryan, he'd be all over it. If he dropped the title to a Dolph Ziggler, he'd be all over it. A guy that is there day in and day out that is going to be going on to the future. That's the kind of guy you drop a title to and build to it, or up-and-coming young guy, or something like whatever is going to be like that. A guy who's buried in FCW. Cassius Ohno. Jesus Christ. That was a really shitty way of sneezing. I didn't cover up my sneeze or sell it well at all. That's all right. I cover my sneezes for you guys that want to know. I'm not sick that often. Just want you guys to know that. It looks like you have a little excess on the other side. You got it. We'll get it. We'll get you.
We need a speedy show.
We need to get this sped up.
Come on, guys.
Speed this up so we don't have any ramifications that happens in the future.
We don't want any punishment.
We don't need punishments for the speed. Damn it. It's going to go on and on. But Rock, as your WWE Champion, wasn't on this past edition of Monday Night Raw because, we don't need the WWE Champion on, every show because he's the WWE Champion. We don't need that. So The Rock is your WWE Champion, looking like that obvious run continuing on to WrestleMania and facing off twice in a lifetime against good old John Cena. Clear the throat, buddy. Clear the throat.
Let's start this off with a bang like we usually do. The Rock, WWE Champion. I figured out why we couldn't put him in the chamber. Want to hear it?
What's that?
He's a fucking movie star. You know why? Because he's on every movie show, every movie commercial that's out there. So you know what he should do? Drop the WWE title to Punk.
That'd be sweet.
Because that twice in a lifetime, if you think anything before any of my rants, rages, screaming, I put a hole in the wall.
It's still over there.
It's still over there. We need
somewhere.
to fix that. You think that's bad? Wait to see the twice in a lifetime. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
I might sell tickets.
That Quaddy's rage will sell some tickets.
He's a WWE Champion. WWE Champion should be on every... Let me ask you. In the 432
Something
days,
like that, yeah.
how many days did Punk have off from a Raw?
Probably none.
I'm thinking if at most 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a handful.
Mm.
Like he wasn't seen. Like even if he's not wrestling, he wasn't seen.
Yeah, not even counting the SmackDowns that he was on, every single pay-per-view he was on, house shows which he was on, which he said to The Rock in the promo that they had after Royal Rumble, I'll see you in, Chattanooga, or I'll see you in, Atlanta in the next week of Raw, because I'll be there. That promo was just genius.
Yeah. And where's Rock filming, what movie?
Fuck it.
I don't care either.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
So, I know we're beating dead horse here, but
a little bit, yeah.
WWE wants us to beat dead horse. They want us to sit here and bitch and moan about it because you know why? We're going to watch.
Yeah.
And I really just want to spit in WWE's face right now because they're keep feeding us a Raw. But this will go on the next one, so I'm going to have to cut it short. The Rock,
like I said,
and facing it just, I don't know.
Goes on and on. And it's just, it never
I'll cover it
ends.
at the end.
That's true. But just have to also make a mention of just that promo that Punk and Rock did right after Rumble, which is just fucking brilliant. It goes without saying how amazing The Rock is, not only in the ring but on the mic. It goes without saying all that kind of stuff. It's been years and years that we've been saying that kind of stuff. But the promo that they cut where Paul Rock was doing his typical, fucking hard ass, come down and take the title from me, or you're gonna be a punk ass bitch. And Punk goes down to the ring and is like, I'm gonna go back on the top of the stage and be a punk ass bitch because it's fun to cuss, isn't it, Rock? Just fucking brilliant. CM Punk, brilliance ceases to not end. I think I said that terribly wrong.
Ceases not to amaze?
It ceases to amaze me.
There you go.
I think it's something like that. Whatever the fuck. But Rock, your WWE Champion, as we said, it's looking extremely predictable what's going to be going on there into the future. Next up, we're just got a big old fucking
TNA boner.
TNA fucking blow it all over your fucking face load here for you. We have not talked about TNA since Genesis back in January, which doesn't seem that far. I think it was like 7 days ago January was. Something like that. 8 days. Sorry, losing track of days here. February's a weird month. They only have like 28 days or 20 something.
Yeah, I'm going on strike 29th, 30th, 31st of this month. Just to let you know.
You're out of here.
Yeah, I'm taking a
leave of absence.
Leave of absence again.
Leave of absence. There it is.
So if you don't see me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we're gonna be blowing our little TNA out here.
Some people may actually think I'm gonna take a leave of absence.
Probably they will. It's funny because we probably won't have a show on any of those days, so they'll be like, I don't know if he was.
I don't know, but be funny.
They'll probably be over here chilling on a recliner somewhere.
Sleeping somewhere.
They'll be taking a little quaddy nap. Like he did during CM Punk and The Rock during the Royal Rumble.
I was
yeah, we have not talked about TNA in a while, especially all the stuff outside of, obviously in the ring kind of stuff. We'll get into that first. Obviously they've had the England tapings somewhere, like Manchester or some shit, I don't know. I just can't say enough about those crowds. They're awesome. They always provide a great atmosphere. They're always so respectful, and they always provide just great situations to put a professional wrestling event in. We saw it with Ring of Honor stuff. We've seen it in the past WWE stuff. We've seen it obviously TNA's gone there in the past as well. Just outstanding crowds. So any viewers over there in bloody old England, this is bloody, not good to say. I really don't know. What's up, chaps?
I didn't say it.
Yeah, sorry, it's J-Man over here. Great crowds.
I agree with J-Man because whenever they have something over there, it's a treat.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a whole lot that comes over there.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if we look at New York, they have shit left and right, and they just sit there on their hands and masturbate.
We're so fucking lively and fucking cool and shit.
Masturbate and masticate.
That's all you are. Masticate and masturbate?
That's eating.
Oh, masturbate.
I think.
I don't think that's a word. That's alright.
Quad dictionary.
Quad dictionary. He'll make up words whenever the fuck he wants. But yeah, outstanding crowds there. Been some good stuff. Sucks about all the kind of spoilers that get splooged out there. Me and Quaddy have talked about that every fucking time, which kind of sucks. We just had on this past edition of Impact, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode winning the TNA tag titles. Fucking awesome. This team is outstanding. Their chemistry on the mic is great. We'll have to see. I watched. There a lot of the stuff is just zip right fucking through it. But I sat and watched that match just to see kind of the interaction that they would have in the ring. Some good stuff. Obviously, once they get in the ring more, they'll have gained more and more chemistry. They're the two of the greatest wrestlers in the world today, so they're obviously going to connect tremendously. It's almost like TNA's version of what they were going to do with Jericho and Edge back in 2009 before Edge's injury. It looks like that kind of just dream team that they just put together, obviously, and just two of the best stars in TNA right now and in the world. So awesome to see that. I was getting so sick and tired of Chavo and Hernandez. It just blah. So they'll probably have to think of a name. I just think the Wet Dream Team. I just think that's fucking just Aries thought of that. I think that was fucking hilarious. It's just a great name. So the good stuff there. I like the little finish they did. They had Rude kind of catapult Aries into the IED drop kick in the corner. Had Rude do the fucking spine buster, and then Aries do the 450. It was it was badass looking. But Aries and Rude, your new tag champs there. We had Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff turn on Kurt Angle in that cage match and join Aces and Eights. I just could give two shits about Aces and Eights. And once they added Anderson, it just kind of cemented. You got Devon as the leader right now. They had Taz turn. There's not three more people just in the professional wrestling world that I could give a shit and just fucking despise more than just those kind of guys. I mean, over Mr. Anderson and Taz, Taz is fucking terrible. I cannot stand him. He's so garbage.
Hey, Taz, what year is it?
He doesn't know. He's the fucking human 4'3" suplex machine, fat piece of shit.
See,
and your commentary is garbage. You talk like a fucking retard. Jesus.
You talk like you have something in your mouth.
Arena! Because, there's an R in that word, I guess.
You talk like you have something in your mouth. Are you trying to tell us something, bro?
I don't know. It's a fucking dick or something.
Are you just sucking somebody's dick?
Yeah, Aces and Eights really gaining some credibility with Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff and that
bunch of
outstanding
Garrett Bischoff, the old ref, and Wes Briscoe that should be in WWE.
Yeah, looks like a burnt hot dog. Yeah, so great stuff there so far. We haven't had Jeff Hardy on any of the tapings. He got taken out by Aces and Eights before they went there. Ryan feels bad about that before the draft because he drafted him high. Not good because he hasn't been any points for him.
Both wrestling high and drafting high?
Zing. Just Quaddy zinger right there.
Speedy.
I just gotta speed this shit up. Shh. Speed this shit up. Gotta get on track. Man.
We don't want to cuff anybody off.
That made no sense.
Cut anybody off, cuff anybody off.
Okay. There you go. That's alright. Decent. That's decent. It's worth the ongoing joke here. It's alright for it. Next in the TNA topic world, Jeff Hardy recently signed an extension. There's been talk that he possibly, to the beginning of this year, would not re-sign that. You could possibly see him go to WWE or something. He did re-sign.
That's what we
TNA.
want.
Yeah. He re-signed with TNA. I got a 2-year extension here. As much as we say about just fucking Jeff Hardy, blah, who gives a shit. It's a great move by TNA. If WWE wouldn't be able to grab him up, I mean, it goes without saying how big of a star Jeff Hardy is. He's massive. He sells a shitload of shirts. He's got the girls and the kids and all this kind of shit and the fucking armbands and whatever they sell.
The girls? I think the gay boys were the girls.
Truly, like 13-year-old gay boys. Gay boy. Yeah, they're all over the Hardy train. Got him a 2-year extension. Yeah,
Hardy train.
It's a good
choo.
It's a good move by TNA. Goes without saying there. So wrapped him up for 2 years. Great, yay. Now to some really great stuff. We got TNA seeming to part ways with the ways they've been going over the past, well, it seems like 8-10 years now. They're going to be going on the road from here on out, it seems. They got their first show, live Impact show, in Chicago, the greatest city in the fucking world. Not for sports, just for the city. Love that fucking place. On March 14th. That's outstanding. Great place to start it out, obviously. And then the huge thing, which is they're going to be soon permanently leaving the Impact Zone. And this is a huge move for TNA. TNA has basically, for the extent of their existence, has been in the Impact Zone, obviously outside of the fairgrounds and the asylum that they had in Nashville for the first couple years. Since 2004, it's been their home and the mainstay for TNA, the shows, the pay-per-views, basically all the pay-per-views. They had a couple back in like 08 and 09 where they branched out, and the bigger ones like the Bound for Glories and the Lockdowns where they branch out and they'll leave the Impact Zone. But this is a huge move. And it kind of brings to light the great memories that I have of the Impact Zone. Because lately, if you guys have seen our show, we talk about the Impact Zone. I cannot fucking say enough how much I despise those people that are in that goddamn arena from seemingly like the past 3 to 4 years. It's just garbage people. They got plants. They got 20-year-old girls that have no idea what the fuck is going on in the front row. They got fucking Ron Jeremy looking motherfuckers in the back that we always point out in the pay-per-views and shit. You got the same old fucking backwoods hick butt-fuck incest motherfuckers in Florida that just, oh god. But it brings to light the great moments that the Impact Zone has seen back in the six-sided days, back around 04 to, I would say it probably got a little gay, I guess, when Hogan got around in 2010. Great moments.
Kind of gay?
Kind of, basically extremely gay. Great moments, and really described what TNA is, which was that alternative, and you saw that kind of that home base, which was the Impact Zone, the lively crowds that they used to have back in the mid-2000s, the great moments, the great matches, the pay-per-views, everything going on there. And it seems like they're going to be parting ways with that, and we're going to be going on to a new kind of era with TNA, which is great. They've needed to expand. They've needed to get the fuck out of that Impact Zone. It's been dragging them down for far too long, cutting off the pay-per-views that they've been doing a year. Great move there. And getting out there and having the money to move the sets and move the shows everywhere and out to people that want to have the shows out there. We've been to numerous TNA shows, whether or not the quality that we'd like to see them, they're fun to go to. I mean, it's without saying. A live wrestling show will be there, that's for sure. Mention that. You got to make sure you get that date off for Extreme Rules. Tickets go on sale, I think, in a couple weeks.
I already have it off, don't worry.
We're good. All right, we're good. Got Extreme Rules tickets going on sale soon. Ryan, get your shit straight, buddy, because we need to make sure we speed this shit up. We need to get the money straight for this kind of shit, man.
We don't want to cut anybody off.
Cut. There we go. See, I think you said cuff last time.
I did say cuff.
Let's
just go.
Let's keep going here. Breaking off from the Impact Zone, going on the road, great move. Cutting down the pay-per-views. Getting the pay-per-views on the road, all great stuff, and makes a lot of sense. And finally, they should have did this a long time ago, and finally breaking away, and a lot of stuff going on backstage, on screen, everything going on with TNA right now.
It seems like TNA's finally got their head out of their ass.
Yeah.
I know you see me yell and scream about Hardy. Hardy as a champion, like Jamie said, sells stuff.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's all people are caring about is getting.
The only reason he's probably champion.
And then I don't know. With the tag titles moving on, it's good. Moving outside of the... Where is it?
Impact Zone. Orlando.
Wherever it's at. And then finally seeing WWE's success on moving from place city to city to city.
Yeah.
I know it's going to cost money, but whenever your company's not doing so hot, they were pretty much down the dumps earlier with their ratings and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're always in Orlando. Like Jamin said, they have 20-year-old girls that have fucking big boobs. Who wants to, literally, I was watching more of them than what's going on in the ring.
Yeah. And what's funny is they have no idea what the fuck's going on in the ring. No clue.
I think they were just there because they realized they're going to make money.
I think, they probably have, executives go out and, all right, we're going to find, the at least the hottest 5 chicks that we could find in Florida, at least in this part of Florida. And we're going to get you guys to throw me in the front row and get all these fucking Hoosier motherfuckers back behind you.
And then the people who actually care are sitting in the nosebleed because they don't care where they sit during pay-per-views or tapings.
Yeah. Exactly.
TNA's got their head on straight. I don't watch TNA enough to really comment, so.
Yeah. Big stuff going on here, and it's going to be great to see what's going on in the future
Joe.
with TNA. Samoa Joe. Where's Samoa Joe? Amazing
Amazing
Red.
Red?
What the fuck? Where the fuck are they at? I don't know. Oh, IWR joke there. Ooh, shit. Old school. Vintage classic. All right, here we go. Next topic up, we're going to be talking about the return of Brock Lesnar coming back and breaking the hip of Mr. McMahon 2 weeks ago on Raw. We had the return of Chris Jericho, having a lot of this set up, looking like going into WrestleMania. Obviously, it's yet again looking extremely predictable. It's what's going to be going on there, having him come out as right before Paul Heyman was about to get fired by Mr. McMahon because they figured out all this stuff with the Shield and Brad Maddox all being...
Brad Maddox!
Yeah, oh my God! We have not got to mention how fucking genius on this show Brad Maddox is. God, I love Brad Maddox beyond belief. And
Brad Maddox boner.
This past episode, me and my dad just cannot stop. The whole fucking week, we've just been saying Brad Maddox's line where he's trying to talk like Bane. It's fucking hilarious. Justice awaits you. It's fucking hilarious. Nobody even gets this shit that he's saying. It's just, it's fucking brilliant. Been working, conspiring with Brad Maddox and the Shield. The Shield taking out Brad Maddox in that backstage scene. Paul Heyman saying that it wasn't him. We were in Las Vegas. It could have been an impersonator. We don't know. It's just fucking shit that Paul Heyman would think of. Right before.
Paul Heyman have?
What's that?
What company did Paul Heyman have?
ECW. Quaddy's ECW owner guy. Get on this show. But right before he's about to get fired, we had the return of Brock Lesnar coming out, staring down Vince and hitting the F5 on him, having that you got to stay flat, Vince. You got to land on your chest. You don't want to roll over because then you kind of end up landing on your hip and now you got to have hip surgery. I'm sure that's also because you're 70 fucking years old and don't need to be doing any of that shit anymore.
Did he actually break his hip?
He had surgery on Monday.
Wow.
Like legit surgery. I think there was probably need for it before that, but then when you throw a 7-year-old guy on his fucking hip and then you're like, shit, all right, now it's definitely time to get that surgery done. And then we had him on this past week on Miz TV and just destroying the shit out of the Miz. And it's obviously looking like this setup for Triple H to come back in and have this match with Triple H and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Which yet again brings... Are you happy about that?
No.
Or not really? Sarcastic happy. Which yet again brings in the discussion of having these older stars face off against each other again on these big scales like a WrestleMania. They had their match best last year at SummerSlam, which was just blah. It got great buys, but that's the reason these guys keep being on these shows. But it's just like there's just gotta fucking move on here. But yeah, it was just blah. We had Triple H cry and then go cut his hair. Now he looks like a fucking God. It just I love Triple H so much, and he looks like a fucking jack off. Like just Triple H does never need to look like that. He looks like just a corporate Vince McMahon 2 stooge.
Bringing up the rear.
Looking like it's going to be having Triple H come back to TV and set up a Triple H Brock Lesnar match going into WrestleMania, which I won't give a shit about yet again. There's been talk about what they're going to be possibly doing, setting up going into the summer and SummerSlam, and talking about doing Brock Lesnar and The Rock. Great, we get to see that, 11 years after it happened when it was actually meaningful and mattered.
I wonder if that's actually... That was WrestleMania 20, correct?
What's that?
Rock and Brock?
No, it was SummerSlam 02.
Wasn't that their both their last matches?
Well, yeah, Rock had that tag match with that was Foley against Evolution, and then Brock had the match with Lesnar, and then Brock left, and then I guess it was Rock's kind of last match for a while too. But
do that again.
Yeah, they had gotta get your Goldberg love in there too. But yeah, they had that matchup at SummerSlam 02, which is outstanding. The entire card was great. It looks like they could be wanting to set that up again for this year's SummerSlam because they gotta keep using these guys. It's almost like they're turning wrestlers into movie stars. They're setting up these big, extravagant matches for these big, extravagant shows, and they're putting them in these limelights like they're fucking movie stars. They need red carpets to walk down instead of aisles to walk down when they get to the fucking ring. It's like it's just what the world is turning and the wrestling world is turning, and it's like, good lord, we got the return of Brock Lesnar, and like The Rock, it's seeming like a predictable pace and a predictable road going into WrestleMania.
Where should I really begin with this one?
Wherever you want, man. We need to speed it the fuck up, though. Speed this shit up.
We don't want to piss off the popos.
No, we don't. No.
We don't want to go in that cell.
We don't. Is it too obvious now? Is it getting extreme?
No, I don't think so.
People still won't get it. It's
no.
It's alright.
But, like I said at the beginning of the show, just beating Brock, beating a dead horse is what it comes down to, because having Brock face Triple H again. Because the first time was, okay, we saw it, yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
Motherfucker.
Just, goddamn it.
Sorry.
I don't know, I'm really just lost for words of why WWE's doing this. I literally think it's just because if they bring back people from the Attitude Era, they think that it's going to reboot the Attitude Era. But it's really not. It's really just force-feeding us something we don't want.
Yep.
When you have... I know we've said this multiple times, and we'll continue saying this multiple times. FCW guys are sitting on their hands down there. Okay, you wrestle in FCW, you have an NXT show, you have the great guys down there. Why aren't they coming up?
Oh, we have Bo Dallas. You know, because Bo Dallas gets to come up.
I don't want to know where Bo Dallas comes at all, because that's very disturbing.
I'd like to see his brother come up, Bray Wyatt.
I would like to see anybody from down there move up. Because you keep force-feeding us, Rock. He beat Punk. We're going to have twice in a lifetime at WrestleMania. Literally, this WrestleMania card, as of right now, I'm really not that excited for.
Nope.
Like, last year was pumped because, okay, the first time this happens, then we had...
Well, we thought that Hell in a Cell would end all these older guys being in matches. Because it was end of an era. I guess not, but yeah.
What era? Whose era?
I guess,
Shawn Michaels?
I guess just Shawn Michaels.
Didn't Shawn Michaels retire a couple years previous?
2010.
Okay.
Sad day for J-Man.
But I don't even know where to go because last year's WrestleMania was just like, we were so pumped. All of us were over here. We're just like, WrestleMania, it's time.
I mean, it's not like we still won't be pumped. I mean, there's probably still going to be great things that be going on.
But just for these big matches, like, okay, what did Punk do last year?
Punk and Jericho.
Thank you.
God, I hope we get Jericho and Dolph at fucking Mania this year. That'd be
I will literally take, but we're having Rock and Cena again. Literally,
Rock and Tripp.
I could give two shits about that. We'll have Brock and Tripp. Cena's SummerSlam. It's probably going to be the same, but Tripp's not going to have the hair. Who knows what Taker's doing? Because he's got to the end of an era. Oh,
there it is.
There we go.
There it is. Speed the shit up, buddy. Shit.
Sorry, guys. I need to speed it up. But
God, I love us. It's fucking tremendous.
Back to what I was going. I don't know. You're giving us these old guys that we think are just gonna make or break this company. Pretty sure this company's been doing pretty well without all these old guys.
Yeah.
Because before Rock came back, we were okay because who did we have a champion? Punk. We had Punk and Cena. Probably one of the best feuds we had in a while in WWE.
Yep.
And then we've had like guys moving up. Dolph winning the Money in the Bank. Daniel Bryan winning the Money in the Bank. Just old new guys climbing up the ladder.
Yeah.
But then we have fucking Brock come back. Oh, I'm gonna F5 McMahon. You know what, Brock? Guy, just go away. Obviously, you suck at life enough to leave WWE, go to MMA, realize that you're not that good in MMA, come back and just start destroying guys. Ooh, this is what you did when you first came. Ooh, it's so exciting.
It would be different if he would wrestle like he was in the WWE.
I'm fine with that.
But when he's in there just doing a Kimura to Triple H for 45 minutes,
coming back, it's like
who gives a shit?
Who was it? Who was the MMA fighter?
Get your fucking trunks back on too. I don't want your Jimmy John Jackoff fucking pants.
Okay, what was it? Ken Shamrock, who was MMA fighter?
Yeah, Ken Shamrock.
There we go. Good. Knowledge.
There it is. Quaddy dropping the knowledge.
Okay, see, we've had that before. And it was okay. That was back in what year?
But he wrestled, like 98, exactly.
Attitude Era. That's when MMA were coming up and everyone's like, oh, this is exciting, what's this? I'm sorry, buddy, but if you're not going to come back in your tights and you're going to come out and wrestle like you did in the college when you were a state champion, sorry, you're not that exciting. You kind of bore me. And you can take that to the bank.
That's true. Don't take it to jail, though. Don't want to take it to the bank, go to the jail, and get somebody out of jail with bank money. Son of a bitch.
We're gonna get in so much.
He'd do it to us if it was us. I mean, you know.
But literally, if it was me or you, we would have got that shit taken care of.
It's true. Come on, buddy. You gotta lock that shit up, man. Gotta lock this shit up. Come on, because you don't want to get locked up.
We don't want. Speed it up. Gotta finish the speed it up.
Fucking shit over with. All right, guys.
Speed it up.
This will now wrap up our Pulse Topix show. For my partner Quaddy. Rare occasion, and he's in rare form as usual. I'm J-Man.
When am I not in rare form? Think about that.
It's true. That is true. You're always hold on. Not really rare. It's just Quaddy. It's just Quaddy terms.
Tell me what. Let's see this comment. Let's see if people actually finish the show. Put in the comment box below your favorite quad moment.
There it is.
Let's see what happens.
Quad moment.
Let's see what happens.
We'll see if somebody actually, let's see if the people, the old school viewers, will remember the true best moment of all time.
Which one? There's like...
But there's a bunch. Yeah, there's a lot.
I stripped last show.
We don't want that. Hopefully not a lot of people... I mean, what's her face probably? She might say
Herschel?
Yeah, what the fuck's her name?
Herschel.
Elizabeth Gorman. There it is. I remembered it.
It was her birthday last
That's right. Somebody else put their birthday down in the comment box on the last video because we said we'd tell everybody's birthdays. I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
And did you remember what I said after that? Probably won't.
No, probably.
Yeah. We need to speed this up!
We need to speed this shit up. God damn it. Just fucking get this going. Like I said, it's a wrap up of Pulse Topic Show from my partner Quaddy. I'm J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of Pro Wrestling Pulse, the Pulse, professional wrestling world.